Today's video, I'm here to give you my thoughts on the 1-0 home defeat to Blackburn. I've been trying to record this video for about an hour and a half, trying to figure out the correct words to say. I've just had enough. I've had enough. I want the season to end. Just confirm it. Just confirm relegation, because it's going to happen. Realistically, it's going to happen. I can't believe in these group of players anymore. Before today's game, I had some confidence back. I wasn't 100% confident we could stay up, but I had some confidence back because we were picking up wins against teams around us. We were putting in good performances in. And today, I've witnessed a performance from these group of players. And it's the same Luton Town which we've seen in the first half of this championship season. We've reverted back to the old performances under Rob Edwards. We've gone back to the performances where we don't look like we can score a goal. It's been happening all season. The game could have gone on for hours and we were never going to score a goal. We lacked so much quality in the final third. The amount of times we were in it and we just didn't do the right thing, whether it was the pass, shooting at goal, the cross. How many times did we put in a good cross in today? I can't think of many. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with these group of players. I'm angry with these group of players, in fact. I'm disappointed with Matt Bloomfield and the coaching staff because I felt it was the wrong team selection and also the wrong subs used today. But overall, I'm angry and I'm fed up with these group of players. And the quicker they leave the football club, the better I will feel. And I just can't wait for them to go. I don't care who stays next year. I want as many of them to go as possible because they don't want to play here anymore. I don't know what's happened in the Premier League season, but from the Premier League to the Championship, the mentality is not right. It's gone. And these group of players, for me, have shown their true colours this season. And the quicker they leave, the better I will feel. And hopefully I can be connected to a group of players at Luton again, like I was under Nathan Jones. But anyway, let's talk about the starting 11. So, the starting 11, one change. Ali back in. Ali starting instead of Alfie Doughty because Alfie is now out for the season. Ali was playing as the left wing back. I didn't want him to play there because he's not natural in that position. I wanted actually Luton to change the formation today. And I mentioned this in my match preview. And some people said to me, Lewis, we're not going to make that many changes. All I did was make 1 or 2 changes, but I made a formation change because I knew going forward we haven't been the greatest. Morris is going games without having a shot at goal. In fact, he's now gone 3 games without having a shot on target. Not the first time this season that's happened. He's meant to be our top goal scorer. He never looks like he can actually score a goal, and I don't remember the last time he forced a save from a goalkeeper, if I'm being honest with you. It's been that long. He's then partnered alongside Chong, who against Stoke, I couldn't even tell you if he was on the pitch. He needed to be involved in the game a lot more. And you can say the exact same thing today. It was like playing with 10 men. I know Blackburn had 10 men, but for us today, we were playing with 10 men. Blackburn could have played with 8 players on the pitch today. We were definitely not scoring a goal. In fact, we were definitely not breaking them down. Honestly, just lost my voice there. But yeah, we definitely wasn't going to break them down. I was angry with the way we were attacking today. Just lacked so much quality. That first half was so poor. So bad. And I was expecting a reaction. In fact, I was expecting Matt Bloomfield to look at that and go, that's not good enough. That's not the Luton team which we've seen in recent games. We need to make a change at half-time. And I would have taken Chong off at half-time and brought on Nordas. We didn't do that. Frustrating. And then the second half, Blackburn get their goal. I don't even know how it happened. I kind of blinked and I saw the fans celebrate. What Blackburn did today, and I use this as a really good example. Their front three, their striker, Dolan, who played on the right-hand side, and the left attacker. All 3 of those players, and the number 10 as well. I think Blackburn played a 4-2-3-1 today. Those front 4 players constantly moved. Their Japanese striker all the time was moving, getting in behind our players. The amount of times he outdid Bell throughout the whole game, and he targeted Bell. I think he knew how slow Bell was, so he was making sure he was running in behind him. They moved. You compare that to our team, it was lack of movement. When you have, well, when you're playing against 10 players, you've got to move the ball quickly and you've got to move. We didn't even do that. And that's the group of players. Lack of understanding of what's happening on the pitch. So slow. Blackburn, I'm not going to disrespect what they did today. They did a good performance with 10 men. Of course they were going to slow the game down. Of course they were going to wind us up as much as possible. I don't have a problem with that. We would do the exact same if we were in their position, especially as the away side. We can't deny that. We definitely would have done the same. So I'm not going to go into detail about that. Fair play, their game plan worked. But we did not adapt to it. We did not try and overcome it. We just went, you know what? We're going to lose against these lot. That's how it felt. It just didn't work. Throughout the whole game, what we were trying to do just didn't work. One good moment happened. Well, I say a couple of good moments happened in the second half. Asgard beat a couple of players. Unlucky with his shot. Hits the bar, bounce on the line. Unlucky. And then Ali, he has a shot. Deflected, hits the bar. Unlucky. Ali had a good few moments throughout the game. For me, I felt he was the only player that was willing to try and take on players. Of course, he was part of the Blackburn player getting sent off. I actually felt that player was unlucky, in fact, because his first yellow card wasn't even a yellow card. I just felt it was just a normal foul. And then the second one was definitely a yellow card. And of course, you can't do that when you're already on a yellow. But yeah, unlucky. They were unlucky going down to 10 men in the first place. But Ali was, was part of him getting sent off. He was being direct. He was trying to cause problems. But even Ali himself, I'd be a little bit critical of him. His final ball was not good enough today. So many times when he was breaking through down on that left-hand side, that quality at the right moment of the pitch, it just wasn't there. In fact, he wasn't the only one. Bowler, he lacked so much quality when he came on. Morris, there was none of it. Chong, there was none of it. Nordas did one or two things quite well, I felt, but he didn't really have a chance. Asgard, too quiet for me. Yeah, he's got the quality, but far too quiet for me. I thought Clark did well, but he was trying, but I didn't think anyone else was helping him. Apparently, Zach Nelson, I think, came on the pitch in the last 10 minutes. Couldn't tell you what he did. I really couldn't. I know that sounds harsh, but I'm just being honest here. I thought the subs were just baffling. I thought the subs were mental. Why didn't we not just change the formation? Why did Burke need to come on? Why did, Ted and Menji need to come on? I didn't get it. When Burke was playing as the right wing back, or right back, whatever you want to call it, he looked he looked uncomfortable trying to get the ball out of his feet and whipping a ball into the box. He looked so uncomfortable. He didn't look like he could do it properly. He ain't the only one. They all did basic stuff wrong. The passing, the clearing of the ball. I've just had enough, boys and girls. I've just had enough. I just want the season to end. I really do. I blame Matt Bloomfield on the team selection and the subs today. I thought they were poor, but I do blame the players more because at the end of the day, it's down to them to put the ball in the back of the net. It's down to them to show a bit of quality in the final third. But today, I witnessed a side that just doesn't want to stay up this year. And there were fans after the game clap that performance. I don't know why you're clapping it. I understand support the players. I understand support the football club. I support the club through thick and thin. I attend as many away games as I can. I go home and away. Season ticket holder. I buy club merchandise and stuff like that. I support the club as much as I can. But I will not clap a performance when I don't think it's good enough, when I don't think the players have done enough. But yet people are willing to do it. And I do think that's part of the problem. We are accepting these types of defeats far too easily. These players think it's acceptable. Yes, the Premier League was different. Yes, we were up against a different level of quality, but not in the Championship. Before a ball was kicked, I've said this so often this season, these group of players were capable of staying up. Even with me being the manager, and I know that sounds stupid. I know I'm going beyond in giving you this type of example. But it didn't need someone, a messiah in charge. It just needed a group of players to put a bit of effort in every single week. They've proven they can do it, but they just can't prove that they can do it consecutively over weeks, over months. They do it every now and again. And that's the problem. The players are at fault. I've already seen so many comments going, Matt Bloomfield isn't the right person to take us forward. Look at yourself in the mirror. It's the players. Matt Bloomfield's going to be here whether you like it or not, so just accept it. The board are going to be here whether you like it or not, so just accept it. Now, despite me saying that, yes, we can still criticise them. Of course, they have made some stupid mistakes. Same with Rob Edwards, the same with Matt Bloomfield. Everyone's made mistakes. But as a collective, we're all at fault. But more importantly, these players are more at fault. I guess, 70% of the blame on why we are going to get relegated is going to go towards these group of players. Because they are more than capable. No one had us down this season. You look at everyone who is an EFL expert, football expert, no one had us relegated this year. Because they looked at our squad and they said, these are more than capable of staying up. So it's on the players. And I can't wait for, hopefully, majority of them to go in the summer. I don't know if they will. But some of them are a waste of space. Morris and Chong, please, Matt Bloomfield, if we're going to have a chance at scoring a goal against Derby next week, which I am going to, do not play those two players. Please, I'm begging you. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, please. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to follow me across all my social media. And I'll see you guys in the next video.